Hello, everyone, and I am happy to see you all here today. Welcome to the Atlassian Clinic, as always. Who's in the house? Susan, as always, it's so nice to have you. We're just getting started. It's a wild week, so I am bouncing back and forth, kind of crazy busy. We're going to see what's up today. We can start, as always, by going through what happened in the last week, but to be honest, I am not prepared. I'm currently trying to fix my newsletter output so that it works more consistently. But we're up to 5 people. Hey, everyone. Say hi. Say hello. It's good to see y'all. Give a shout out. I guess I can pop over to YouTube and see who's there, actually. All right. And in participants, this is always a fun thing. It just shows us, Susan, but the thing says there's more people. Well, there's 3 people there. There's one on Twitch. I never know who's on Twitch. It's kind of funny. Okay. I believe it's all working. Yeah. One pending. I am letting good old cursor run and do a bunch of work that it needs to do to solve problems, to help fix things. Oh, hello, Leslie. Pat, hi. I love it when everybody else is busy doing things. And I can just sort of like, I don't know if it's still running. So just a quick heads up for everybody. We will be out of here, probably at 1:45 today. I have a live session that we're also doing today. Let me grab the link for you all. My Atlassian Community events group, ACE Los Angeles. We have an event today that is all about Oktoberfest, and then also covering everything that was released at Team 25 EU for folks who were unable to attend. So that link is here in case folks want to attend. I know, Leslie, you may not be able to see that actually. Unfortunately, I can't post to LinkedIn from here. Okay. But it's if you go to my site, Leslie, you can, if you go to my LinkedIn profile, you should be able to see the link there. A feast of releases. Or go to ace.atlassian.com. It should also be on the homepage. And that should be good too. Let's see, what else we got going on today? Why don't we just start with what folks have on their plate that you've got that you want to work on. Jalessa, also welcome, excellent. So let's just start. Who's got a question today? Who's got a thing that you need help with? Let me know. Let's start there. Shout them out in the channel. I'll just hang here while folks do that. Oh, okay. You're having a hard time narrowing down on how product teams can best use Rovo in Jira. It's so broad and deep and just kind of messy for you. Gotcha. Honestly, Leslie, that's a really good topic. Here's my general recommendation. Hop over to you, Susan. And Leslie, do you want to come on stream? Let me know. I can absolutely get you I can get you. Okay, so you have a hard time narrowing down on how product teams can best use Rovo. It's so broad and deep and kind of messy for you. So here's where I say to start. Instead of you trying to figure out how they can use Rovo, you need to go to them and ask them specifically, what are the problems or the issues that keep coming up regularly for them? Do you have any idea of any of those right now that they communicate regularly to you? Because if you give me some of those, then I can show you sort of how we can take the problems that they tell us and then use that to help give them a way into the tooling, and that will help you as well. But yeah, if you're just trying to like figure out what you can do with it, that's a lot harder. But I always just start with, tell me about the things that are the most difficult for you today. Where are the spaces that you guys struggle? What are the things that you see over and over again that are particularly frustrating? And then from that, we can build options and opportunities. It's a little bit different than normal because it's very, as we talk about, it's not so deterministic. It's not so structured as normal things are. So let me know if you have a list, Leslie. If you don't, sorry for the eating on stream. I just won't have time later. But that's really the key. Yeah. Okay. Great. Start there. Yep. Because then you can look at those questions, those answers that they give you, and use those to build your solutions. Because now you've got a great ready-made punch list of problems. Okie doke. Susan, you would like to know, how do we export a list of custom fields from JSM? Is it possible? This is a great question. All right, let's see here. Let me share my screen. Okie doke. You want custom fields. You want custom fields, Susan, that are in use in Jira Service Management. You don't want all custom fields, right? This is data center. So, and we want custom field, a list of any custom field, every single custom field used in JSM or Jira. Okay, got it. Actually, talk to me about the goal here, Susan. Tell me a little bit more about why we're doing this. And in fact, Susan, I'm going to do what I genuinely love to do usually is I think it's way more fun, especially for longer questions like this, if we can have you on stream. So if you're up for it, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link to you. So you can hop in and then we can go ahead and take a look at this. Okay, so let me get over there. So there is a way to export all custom fields. Let me get into Jira here. Grab one of my 40 sites. That's like kind of really frustrating, but hey, Susan. She's going to show me all of them today. Oh, look at that. How's it going, Susan?
It's a geek. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I signed an offer for a new job.
Congratulations. I was wondering about that.
That's very exciting. So now, it's not real until it's real.
Right.
So, what we have here, what is that's
Yeah,
just
so for
sharing
this
that.
question in the community, and I didn't know the
Okay.
answer.
It
And
should
they
be.
want to clean up.
Oh, they want to use it to clean up. Okay, so there's a couple of things here, which is like Atlassian just what is it? Command K, isn't it? The site optimizer. Okay. So, first thing I would tell that person is that they can literally come here and you can do some fun stuff built in with the optimizer. So you can look, see, I guess this will show you all of this. Let's see about the just generic reports with custom fields. Okay, so yeah, okay, so that's I see that's not gonna give us exactly what we want, but what we can do, we should be able to do pretty easily, is write a script to pull every custom field, because that is, and it's specifically that's used in a JSM project, right? Or Jira, you said, so the whole thing, cool. And we're talking fields,
Right.
not form fields, right?
Yeah, actual just Jira custom fields.
Cool, yeah. So what I think we should do is let's do this. This one should be easy enough that I think actually Rovo may be able to do this. Let's find out. Yeah. Let me just take a look at this. It's using the requests, and then it's writing the API endpoint is REST API 3 field. Believe that's correct. Let's just confirm. So this will return system and custom fields. Let's take a look here. And it does have, so there is a, well, actually, let's take a look. So there is a field that gives you a true or false on whether it's custom. So if F custom F for F in fields, if F custom, yep, right here, field get schema custom. Yeah, and then what it's gonna do, let's make sure though, the thing I think it's missing here is it's fetching all fields. Here we go. Oh, okay. Great. Okay. We don't have to do that. Apparently, it doesn't use the field doesn't use pagination today. So yeah, that's pretty great actually. That is the right answer. It's the right answer from Rovo.
Yeah, it does pretty well with these kinds of questions.
Yeah, the other option is this. Let's do it as because you can also do this with the Atlassian with the Atlassian CLI. Let's see how it does with that. Yep, look at that. One. So you set this up. Oh, so that's the Bob Swift Atlassian CLI. Boo. I want Atlassian's Atlassian CLI. So See if it has that. I still think, let's see, is that right? Let's see. No. It's trying. It still has some things to go. Here it is. ACLI. I bet if I give it this link, it should be able to do what it needs to do. But yeah, there's this CLI that literally lets you, like, just an example of super easy to log in. You get your API token, and then the command structures look exactly the same. ACLI Jira, and you can get all the commands. Reference. There we go. Commands. Oh, good call here. Look at this. Actually, that won't work here because you can create and delete a field. You can cancel a delete, but with the CLI at the moment, you cannot get all of the fields. So we would use the script, or you'd use something like Script Runner or the Bob Swift ACLI, which can do it. But like the Jira, the script is the right script. This is exactly right. So yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. So you just ask it basically the question I asked you.
Yeah, and in fact, why don't I do this? Let's then do. We'll do it over on this one here. Let's see if I just can create it right here. Okay, cool. And let me grab the link here now. How do I give the link to somebody? Where's that? I guess it's this one. That's weird, but okay. And then we'll just drop it right here into the chat. There it is. That's the script. So if that comes through, you should have the script.
Okay, check.
Yeah, I'm checking to see whether it popped into the. Yeah, it came into the YouTube chat.
Okay. Let's see.
And always I can just pop it to you on the side too. I'll do that just to make life easy. There you go. It's in Slack for you now.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, fantastic. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Pat, is this a question or a comment about a way that we could have done that? Do an API to run a JQL query and get a list back that can be parsed in a script. Tell me a little, like, just let me know, is that a question or a comment? Well, hopefully it was a comment. Anything else, Susan? It's one of those days. It's one of those weeks. I guess let's see what we can do really quick here, because I haven't got my stuff up yet for the newsletter. So whatever's happening in the forums is mostly what I was able to pay attention to during the week. Oh, interesting. Sharif? Huh. This is brand new, just 30 minutes ago. So this is just, I think, a recap of Rovo stuff. Yeah, they did some amazing stuff. So this is, Rovo Dev's available, all the different product collections. Is the self-hosted LLM option available now? Ooh, I have to ask Sharif and be like, is that available now? Because I've been waiting for that one. That should be an automatic tab selection if you put somebody's name in. Folks, if you don't know about the forums, you should. All right, Leslie, have a great day. Pat, you're still here. Let's see who's else still here. Is anybody else still here? It might just be me and Susan, which is like totally fine. Is the self-hosted LLM option live now? There we go. Drop that in there, because why not? But yeah, so Sharif just dropped this article, which is like, I think, mostly recapping a bunch of things. What else is new, though? That's Columbus talking about what they've been doing. If you want to submit a session for Team 26, don't forget, go do it. If you've got something that you've done really cool with your organization, like, check it out, make it happen. Let's see.
Do you think you'll be at Team 26?
Yeah. Absolutely. Not a doubt. Already registered. Container image and tag deletion. That's cool. I guess I didn't know that they had. A few months ago they launched Bitbucket packages, which allows teams to push and pull container images directly within Bitbucket. That's cool. That's very cool. That's like basically a container registry. I guess somebody created a Confluence race mode. I don't know what this is about. Let's see. Oh yeah, they're rolling out a racing game in whiteboards. Huh. I mean, that's one thing to do. Marcus. Very cool. Marcus is leading this Cloud Ready Set Go series. Marcus worked where I am working now, but not where I'm going. I love this. You're fast tracked to holiday mode, so make sure to know how to log off for the holidays. That'll be nice to have that experience this year of working and then having holidays. Oh, somebody wrote, Bill Shaboy, really like Bill. He wrote an automation concept that lets you increment a date while skipping holidays. Great, Pat. Awesome. Because Jira doesn't give us great ways to like skip holidays built in. So this is a great automation that this is an automation that Bill wrote up in really great detail on how to like solve the problem.
Oh,
So
that's
that,
nice.
yeah, Bill's really incredible with automation. He said, would anyone ever use this rule? Maybe, or maybe not. Um, and part of this, I think, one of the things that he's interested in showing people is how to do complex things with automation. Um, so he got some other options here. It talks about what the up here. I think we talk about some of the limitations that exist. Uh, yep. But then apparently there's also somebody calls out. Uh, oh yeah, an external API. But yeah, he pointed out here. He sometimes suggested that, but he wanted to try and solve it. That's not great. I think it's a really important thing because sometimes people want to solve things with everything built in. Oh, okay, you've been trying to work this morning, Pat, with an API token or OAuth 2 to post into a ticket, but it's not working. Give me more details. Are you working in a script, I would assume? And are you using any of the pre-built packages out there to help? Or are you writing the code longhand? And I would use an API token if you're doing a script. OAuth 2, I'd save that, honestly, if you're building like an application that's more custom. But drop that in, let me know what's going on there. And we can see if we can't figure out a little bit what's going on. And are you using scoped API tokens? Or are you like granular scopes, or are you using just the regular API tokens? Those are some of the questions that I would ask. And make sure that you're using like your personal API token, not like service account tokens. If you're using a service account token, there's a different endpoint. So let me know. So what else is here? Changes to the Atlassian Clinic with Susan and Bryan. Opportunity for admins, Jira admins. And they did this a couple of months ago, and they're doing it more for everybody now. So if you're an admin in any type, Confluence, Jira, you're working with Rovo AI, there's an opportunity now to actually connect with other admins. And it'll be facilitated by a platform that Atlassian uses called Orbit. And that'll let you connect with folks, and you'll have like a 30, 45-minute conversation with them. They help match you. And it's a really great experience and opportunity. So I recommend folks do that.
I just recently did that. It was great.
Excellent. Excellent. Oh, my favorite thing in the world, which is using Loom AI to record meetings. Won't ever stop. It's so great. And then there's the Loom. There is a Loom AI automation action or a Rovo agent. There's like a Loom Rovo agent now. Let me find that. It's super cool. Okay, let's go to Confluence. I love it when I just get to be ADHD on the stream. Okay, let's go into Studio. That's what I really want. Am I going to get Studio here? Let's see. Studio. Who knows which account it will take me to, though. Oh, this is the thing I worked with folks on. So let's take, actually, no, let's do Jira. And let's just pick this. Okay, I don't understand why it does it that way. But I want to find, here we go. Here it is. Look at this. They have them built in right here. It's like one of the coolest things ever. So when a meeting is recorded by Loom, allocate tasks to Jira, summarize a meeting, and then send the summary to Slack. It's already a template. They have a transcript insights reporter, which takes observations from a call transcript in Loom, publishes a page in Confluence, and sends a Slack message. After, what it does is it figures out action items from the text, because Loom automatically does it. When it records, it'll capture what action items are in the transcript. So it creates this and does it for each one, then creates a summary in a Confluence page, and sends a message to Slack to let people know. I think that is just, like, that solves the biggest problem that I've ever had with meetings, which is we come up with things to do in meetings and then the tasks never make it anywhere else. At least mine don't. What else we got here? Just playing with Postman to try and get anything to talk via API. Gotcha. Okay. Well, do you want try to create an API token with a service account first? Yep. So, service users, service accounts, API scopes, still a little wonky. I would recommend creating one from your profile. And then if you're using Postman, make sure that you're downloading the collection into Postman. Yeah, the service account. Like I would just, for service accounts, here's the thing. Let me see if I can find it for you. Where they put this, because they did not put it with everything else, which is what's particularly annoying. Okay. Yeah, let me find it for you. Okay. Service accounts. The key for service accounts is where is it? Where is the documentation? Oh my gosh. Nope. Okay, come on. This is going to talk about. Here it is. Okay. Here it is. It's in a bad place. Manage API tokens for service accounts. you have to use a different base URL. The base URL that you will use is api.atlassian.com. And then you're going to use the OAuth built path to construct a request. So it's going to be api.atlassian.com/ex/Jira or Confluence, and then the cloud ID, which you will have to get up here. It explains how to get it right here. Get the cloud ID, and then the API endpoint. So like REST API 3 issue. So that is how you build that's how you do it. It's really silly. It's a little complex, and they should really put everything in the same place for service accounts, but for some reason they do not. So you basically have let's see here. You have the access token. That's what you're using effectively. And so you're skipping 1 and 2. When you're using service accounts. But they're using the same endpoint as OAuth. So, and the cloud ID is different than the organization ID. And so you cannot use, like, if you just open one of your sites, like for example, if I come here and I go to automation and not that. That's really long. Atlassian Studio will have it. This here is, I believe, the org ID. Or maybe, I don't know, it could be. But like you want to make sure that you get the right ID. And that's why they explain to you how to get it here. I have tried to do this once and absolutely skipped the process of doing it the correct way and ran into issues. So you've got to get the cloud ID, which you can do just by using your API token for the service account and calling accessible resources. And it'll give the cloud ID for each site, like these. And I was going to say, make sure you're using the Postman collection, because that should also help too, which like in the REST API at the top, you can download the Postman collection right into Postman. So hopefully that will help you, Pat. Who else do we have hanging out here now? We got, I mean, again, I'm probably a secret hider over here. Let's see. Yeah, it still says, now it says I'm the only one there. That's funny. But let's see what else we have going on in the community currently. Team on tour, government. Maybe I'll go in my new job. If you work in the government or you work at a contractor for the government, February 11th, 2026, get a free pass. Go hang out with Atlassian, get some CPE credits if you need them. I do wish that the community wouldn't take me back to the top every time I click on something to read. Oh, you tried that one, Pat? Huh. Well, you might want to reach out to support. That's certainly an opportunity to help there. Oh, also Atlas Camp in Amsterdam in February. Secret news, they're going to hold an Atlas Camp in the US and New York, I think in June. First time it'll have been in the US in 8 years. I'm very excited about that. A new phase of roles in Confluence. What is this about? They did roles before. Oh, now they're going to help you plan to transition into roles and help you to do exports to figure out what custom roles you need. Oh, this is good stuff. Atlassian is working really hard at making sure that there's good stuff going on when it comes to roles. They're trying to make sure they roll roll these out. I think much more thoughtfully maybe than they did with other things. So I can see that care going into what they're doing. What else? Yeah, see, it takes you all. Yeah. Yeah, that's different. You tried API token and OAuth token both, and you're using the correct API.Atlassian.com. You make sure you have the right scopes, and you're using the cloud ID and not the organization ID. All of that, because if you're doing all of that, then I mean, without actually seeing you do it and walking through it with you, which we could do if you want, though I don't really want to see the tokens and the information. I'm not sure what else could be the problem. Now, there could be a bug. That is a possibility. Let's see. We can do one other thing to check that. So let's look up. And I want. I don't want. Let's see here. Yeah, let me think about the easiest way to do this, which is probably going to be. Let's see here. Oh, and let's do. maybe also add error. Oh, and not 100 years ago either. Huh. I mean, I don't know where they choose all some of these things, so we'll just put a few more in here. Yeah, I'm not seeing... someone is trying to get some more. But no... Yeah, I don't see any... Oh, scoped API tokens do not work with REST. That is... Scoped API tokens also make the new service accounts unusable for integration that use basic auth, because you have to use... Yeah, they don't use scoped. Certain endpoints fail. Okay. So they don't all work. And there's a thing about using bearer and not basic in this case. So you got to make sure you're using bearer. But yeah, I don't see anything else that would say that service counts aren't working the way that they're supposed to in general. So that tells me that either you're having your own problem, but yeah, that'd be great. It would be great. I think I'm going to try to put together a community for this where we can keep track of all the videos and such. But yeah. This is what I'm interested in. A lot of people are. Add REST APIs into Forge, organization's REST API, so that you can do Forge apps. Currently, just gathering interest. Ugh. Anything else on your mind, Susan?
Not really. A quick question. That right there. What is that you're going through? Because there's so many of these lists.
Oh, this right here? This is the community.
Is it it's just
community.atlassian.com
community feed.
forums.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is just hitting feed, forums, and then my community feed that I've configured to just show me articles, usually. Because I could probably switch that now that I have another way to get all those articles. But I also, I have all of the articles. I have every article published going to my email, which is maybe too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was before I built this other thing to be. But like, again, I hate this thing where I scroll, I find something, and then I open it, and then I go back, and it goes back to the top.
To the top, yeah.
Yeah. So that is why I was doing that. But at this point, I have built tools around that to solve my problem. So I could probably move away from it.
Well, are you gonna keep doing the clinics when you start your new job?
Yeah, that's my plan. They have not said, they know that I'm really involved in the community. I think it will only, but the only thing that might change is the time, depending on if I need to be working a certain time. But I'm gonna be overseeing. I'm gonna be like leading a team of 2 other people. So I should not be, if things go well, in the weeds all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be easier for me to have things on my schedule that are like on my schedule.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see how it goes. One way or another, I'll still do it, even if that means I'm doing it after hours. It's too much fun.
Yeah. You be doing some development?
Probably if I want to. I'll have to see what all of the requirements are going to look like in terms of what I'm going to be needed to do. Because there is going to be a lot of strategy, but I'm sure I'll be getting my hands dirty. And so that'll be fun as well. And I'm still going to hopefully be working with the client I've been working with right now, where I was going to go full time, but right now they're not quite ready to do that. So I still have some opportunity to do some fun stuff on the side over there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll just work more than I need to, basically.
Read fewer of those articles from your feed, huh?
No, probably not.
Okay,
or I'll turn it. Maybe, or just get AI to read them to me.
You can make
tell me what's going on, please. Truly. I'll just make a podcast that's. I'll just have it take my voice and do it. I'll sleep.
Yeah, put it in your voice. Read off the articles.
Yep. These days you can just take the article and have Rovo read it. I have noticed.
Have you tried?
I have to have not yet. I have noticed annoyingly that for some reason Rovo does not work in Dia. And this is one of the Dia is the web browser, one of the web browsers from the browser company that Atlassian bought.
Right.
So they should fix that. I'm going to make sure to tell them.
Yeah.
I'm going to text. I'll email.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'll email Sharif and be like, Sharif, come on. This has to be better, my friend. I'm going to put it up on that. I'm going to put a comment on that post he made. And be like, buddy, what's going on? Right?
Yeah, maybe he'll talk about when too. It's got to be
Yeah.
on their roadmap.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Or maybe it's me. Maybe I have something else installed that's causing the problem. I don't know. I do have a few things installed, so I could disable the other ones and see if it works before making it someone else's problem. But it's always so much fun to make it someone else's problem. All right.
Well, I have nothing left for this week, but so much. This is great.
Of course. Absolutely. Have a great day.
Thank you too. See you next week.
Right, bye-bye. Yep.